guys, I'll hang around here for a while. Should you have any questions, please, again, undo your audio and ask some questions, and I'll try and answer those for you. Or if not, the live chat as well. And we'll just ask a few things and get some questions answered. So any questions from anybody about anything at all theatre related?
Well, I have a question. Am I allowed to ask a question?
Of course, anyone, please do, yeah.
When did you get into drama? When did you know that that's what you wanted to do? How old were you? Did you have like an inspiration moment?
So when I was 4 years old, I used to perform to a school assembly. I used to do characters when I was a child, voices, movements and things like that. And I used to do shows for my family at home, and then I took it into the school and I'd do silly things in assembly. However, then later life, I didn't realise that drama could be a proper thing, could be a proper job. I come from a working class background. I'm autistic as well, so I had a lot of reasons to not believe that I could be a performer, because that was for the guys on the TV and the movies. So I spent many years putting it away. One day I was working in a very strange job, and a guy came in with a poster for a local amateur dramatic show. And I just happened to ask him, I said, "Oh, how do you get involved in theatre?" And he said, "Oh, well, if you come along, come and do an audition." So I did an audition, got a small part. They turned that into the lead part. And during that show, a professional touring company saw it and asked me to audition. And I was 21 at the time. So I did and got the part. Still didn't believe that it could be a career. So I took it and did it. And then I carried on working in normal everyday jobs for about the next 5, 10 years. And then gradually, bit by bit, I was doing more and more of theatre, more TV, more film, more commercials, voiceover. And it all just became to the point where I went, I can make a living from this. And now I have been for the last 15, 16 years fully. It is hard. It's not an easy life, especially this year of all years. But it's so much more for me as well. I teach theatre to people with disabilities, whether that's physical or mental. And it's a freeing thing. I think too often we believe drama is just for those who want to be performers, but it's so much more. And also for storytellers. And I think, one of my greatest smaller audiences, the up close and personal. I've stood on a stage in front of thousands of people, and that's wonderful. But it's those small moments where you've been able to impact somebody and they've taken something away. Any other questions of any sort?
Anyone else got any more questions? I've got another one. If I don't want to stop other people from.
Yeah, please.
So it sounds like your drama and your physical theatre has taken you all over the world, and you've done some really exciting and possibly crazy things. What is the most crazy out there thing you've ever had to do? Have you ever been hanging off a mountainside somewhere, or what
yeah. It was riding a horse for a film, when I've never ridden a horse before in my life. So I was in a BBC One drama documentary, and I was told there was going to be a horse involved. It was a First World War documentary, and my character was just going to be walking into the particular scene with the horse. So the question from the casting director was, "Are you comfortable with horses?" And yeah, absolutely, no problem. My partner has one, lovely. On the decided it would be much more effective if he came riding in on the horse. So I then said, well, I've never ridden one. Within 5 minutes, they taught me how to ride the horse. And alongside that, I was in full World War I costume. So I didn't have a crash helmet or any of the stuff that we would have nowadays. I was also coming back from war, so I had my arm in a sling. So I only actually had one arm to ride the horse with as well. But the handlers on site were so good, and the horse absolutely beautiful. So when I was being filmed, I was supposed to look as if I was very poorly from what happened. I was sad, but at the same time happy because I was finally home. But of course, what happened, I was very nervous about being on this horse. And I thought all they're going to see is me worried about the horse running and bolting. But the director cut after the first take and went, that was absolutely brilliant. Keep that emotion because it's perfect. And I thought, well, if being nervous on the back of a horse is the emotion you're going for, then perfect. But it was a very scary shoot, to be honest, because I just couldn't believe that I was on this horse with one arm. But yeah, I've done a variety of weird and wonderful things over the years. Theatre, I've done a lot of different TV, film, commercial, but theatre is my heart, because theatre can be so real. And you know, my partner and I, we love nothing more than devising and creating brand new shows. We do a lot of shows about mental health, but in a very comical way. So we get to create weird and wonderful characters. Been in some funny situations over the years.
Wow. Well, that certainly sounds crazy. I mean, I've only ridden a horse a handful of times, but I certainly wouldn't want to have to act and do my job on a horse at the same time. So that does sound amazing. I think we might have to leave that there because
Great.
time, but thank you so much, Paul. It was a really lovely session. I hope all the young people enjoyed it as well. I've got a comment down here that says the four of us really enjoyed it and are really inspirational. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is brilliant. Thank you, Paul.
Bless you. Thank you all, guys, and do remember you can create theatre wherever and whenever you are. Obviously Meg has got all my details. I'm on social media and everything anyway. Any more questions, anything you want to know, any help with anything going forward, do not hesitate to get in touch. Thank you all. See you all soon. Enjoy the rest of the festival, everyone. Bye.
Bye.